You better believe it, kid. Look at Tony with the fist in the air like Eddie Vedder starting the show. I love the triumphant pose of a creative Tony. Totally. As a night flight gets lifted off the ground, kind of warms my heart to see all of our friends lining up, being an Arkansas Dave, a Rags in Jersey, a Ray Goodman, a Noemi, a Scarlet Fire. By the way, Scarlet Fire, I want to award you the pre-show post of the night tonight because, Tony, a couple of minutes ago, I just looked over there and Bonnie, yep.
Yeah. And you mentioned Eddie Vedder.
Yeah, it's nice to see happy people.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And
Creative Tony, yeah, what you doing now? You coach your little league. Yeah, let's take a night reprieve. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight. On the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight. On the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone.
First ever time, Paulie, a freaking 2 minutes into the show.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stand by.
It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time.
There we go.
Yeah.
Dude, look at this, man. Right out of the gates, the sweet Mad Hatter. And he is checking in. He's a super to start the show. He says, Tony, Paulie, and Corinne watched the show from yesterday and wanted to thank you all for all the birthday love. At 53, this kid appreciates it. So I thought I'd throw that in there to get the show going. Sweet Mad Hatter, tip of the cap, buddy. Much love to you, brother, and hope it was a wonderful birthday, my man.
Yeah, happy birthday, Sweet Mad Hatter. You're one of our favorite guys, man. I hope you took a few deep pulls off that leg bong last night and tended to your crops. I know you're always watering the plants and everything, but we love you, buddy, and I hope you had a great birthday and celebrate on. And 53, dude, you're a kid. I think about it like this, Tony. I saw Bruce Springsteen a couple of weeks ago. I saw Rush last week. All those guys are in the freaking 70s, dude. Getty Lee's jumping off the amps and stuff. I'm like, damn. So my point is, Sweet Mad Hatter, there's hope. There's freaking hope, dude. You try to take care of yourself as best you can and have a good time too, but take care of your body as best you can. And hopefully we'll be jumping off amps in our 70s, Tony. My fingers are crossed. You know what I mean?
I would love that, Paulie. You know what I try to do every day, Paulie? And maybe this is something you do too. Because first of all, I don't lift weights anymore. I just do body weight. I do like sit-ups, push-ups.
Yeah, no, you got to keep some. It's all about tone. At our age, dude, it's not about like getting buff. It's just about like having muscle tone. At least that's my approach. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm gonna whenever Rick Springfield decides to launch a workout video or a workout book, I'm gonna buy it and I'll do whatever he does and I'll eat whatever he eats and I'll drink whatever he drinks because 76, dude, and the guy looks amazing.
This has also never been done in PMP night flight history. Let me sound the alarm. Hold on.
Yeah.
I want you to take an emergency trip to Bookmarks right now. We don't have to do the whole song and dance. We don't have to do the dance party. Maybe later we can. But, dude, I got Springfield shirtless in Bookmarks, ripping axe, and then the caption is like, this man is 76 years old. I'm like, what the hell? He looks incredible. Now I get it, Patty. I get it. And by the way, keep this in mind, Rick Springfield, I've seen him. I've seen him live. I have. I really have. Let's see him. Wait, look at this dude. Look at him.
Just bonkers, man.
Hey, let's hear what he said. I think he's singing Jesse's Girl. Give me a chorus if there's any sound on that. Or is that just a still shot?
No, it's not a still shot. I just want to get this out of the way so we can get the full easy, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Let me get this. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. full physique, Springfield. And we're going to talk all kinds of other stuff tonight, too, not just Springfield's pectorals. But hang on. Dude. $76, bro.
God looks incredible. Look at this windmill. He's chucking windmill. By the way, yeah.
Oh, amazing. Just amazing.
And I got to compliment him, man. The guy looks amazing. I got a little man crush on him. The physique, the vocals, and the black sock on his arm, whatever that's for, I don't know, but he looks cool. And also, how many 76-year-old dudes are slipping into leather pants, dude, and looking awesome? You know what I mean?
It's incredible, dude. The guy is just that is just the ultimate tip of the cap to Rick.
By the way, Tony, Patty from Napa, I have to run to the shower. I'll be right back. I got it. Patty, me and you, save the shower for me. I'm coming in next. I got to cool down as well. I'm under his spell, dude. I'm under the Rick Springfield spell. God bless him. And it's great to be with everybody tonight. I want to go back to what I was going to say before Tony queued up the Night Flight song. I wanted to award the pre-show post of the night to my good friend, Scarlet Fire, Bonnie. And she just said, guys, watch out. The broads are rolling thick tonight. I don't even know what that means, but I like the message, Bonnie. So it's great to see you guys, Miguel, everybody, Joe Schmo. Thanks for coming on board tonight. We have our good friend, Bonta Hill from NBC Sports Bay Area. He'll be with us in about a half hour. Talk some NBA. Want to pick his brain on the Knicks a little bit. And then all these stories about free agents. LeBron, where's Giannis going? What's Kawhi Leonard doing? Jaylen Brown. So anyway, Bonta Hill coming up in a little bit. Also, Tony, we haven't done a lot of this, but I wouldn't mind getting into some World Cup action today too. And yes, the Giants are kicking ass in Atlanta. We'll talk about that too. But
we also got to do like a major Bombs Away tribute for 6 round trippers hit today, dude. 6.
Eldridge, Adamas, Jung-Hoo, freaking Arise. Balls are flying out of Atlanta, Tony.
Devers, Paulie, Adamas times 2, and like you said, Eldridge and Arise, dude. Arise batting 326, Jung-Hoo batting 325. These 2 dudes, and then Devers, I guess, against Atlanta. I think since he's been a Giant, I think he has 5 home runs. So he definitely likes his, going up against the Braves. Although, don't get used to Devers in a Giants uniform. I would expect him to be traded. If anybody will take him, I think if the better he hits, the more marketable he becomes. So it's all a good thing because, as we all know, this season is kind of a wash. But I also like seeing the tatted up Carson Wisenhunt.
I like him too. Yeah, he looked good. I liked him too.
And does that tell you that maybe Robbie Ray is definitely going to get traded because they have this young lefty who's ready to just kind of slide in? I'm not saying that he's Robbie Ray-esque. I'm just saying they obviously love this kid. They've been talking highly about him and been eagerly awaiting him to come up to the bigs, but didn't want to rush him. Now he is there today. 5 strong innings, in Atlanta. Great to see that. But yes, Paulie, we can also talk World Cup action all damn day. I can't get enough of the World freaking Cup. And by the way, shout out to freaking Africa, dude. We've got Cape Verde, and now we've got the Dominican Republic of freaking Congo.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? Like it's just it's incredible what's going on. And then Messi. Freaking Messi.
Well, what are you gonna say about that? Did he score 3 goals? Is that what I'm hearing? 3. Jesus H with this guy. How old is Messi, Tony? Do you have any idea how old he is?
I want to say 38.
God bless him. I mean, universally, internationally speaking, he's got to be what, Tony? Top 5 most recognizable athletes in the world. Is that accurate to say?
Say that again, Paulie, one more time.
It's more of a question, but I would say, given his stardom, and it's a global thing with Messi, do you think he's like among the top 5 most recognizable athletes in the world today?
100%. And by the way, Paulie, dude, by the way, he is about to turn 39 next week, June 24th. He's going to be 39 with those wheels and those legs. I don't know, Sonic the Hedgehog, dude. The guy runs so freaking fast, and he's always around the ball, and he's got that lefty just rocket of a leg, man, that just launches knuckleballs.
Just like your friend Paulie Mack. A lot of people don't want to talk about this, Tony, but I'm going to bring it to the show. I write lefty. Take 2. I write right-handed. I play guitar right-handed. I do all the things right-handed, but I kick lefty like Messi. I'm a lefty kicker. Did you even know that, Tony?
You know what's funny, Paulie? We've had this discussion years ago, and yes, now I didn't remember, but then now that you say that, it reminds me. And I kick right-footed, by the way, which is really funny because I do everything
Oh,
else.
nice, dude. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And by the way, Noemi, yes, I apologize. I did total slip of the lip. I love the way you move your hip.
Totally. Thank you. Okay, good.
Loose lips, sink ship. But I said the Dominican Republic of Congo. I meant the Democratic Republic of Congo.
You know what? No, it's all forgiven. You're forgiven.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, listen, let's be honest. We're all getting like a geography lesson in this World Cup. There's and Tony's right. I have to say, like, I'm not the biggest soccer enthusiast. I don't watch a lot of football. However, I have been enjoying this World Cup quite a bit, and it's just easy to get swept up in this, dude. I was watching Iran a couple of nights ago down in Los Angeles. I was watching Colombia right before I came in to do the show tonight. I had the Colombia match on. They're playing one of the stands. There's so many stands. Uzbekistan. Thank you. I knew it was one of the stands, as we like to say.
Also, give love to Harry Kane in England. He had 2 goals today as they won 4-2. You got Mbappe with 2 goals as well. It's just the World Cup and get me. Oh, we got to talk about Friday's show, by the way, Paulie. We might have to rearrange our show schedule because kickoff for USA Australia is high noon.
Okay, good. Well, let's address that right now. I'm glad you brought that up. I know because I want to see that too. And you're talking about, and that's in Seattle?
It's in Seattle, yes.
Okay.
Friday at high noon, yeah.
And it starts at high noon. Wow. Okay. Well, what is it? Usually 2 hours. I mean, we'll talk about it off the air. We'll give you an answer tomorrow. But it's good looking out because I think.
How about a PMP brunch? How about a PMP like 10:30 brunch? I don't know.
10:30 to freaking what? To freaking noon to kick?
Right 30 to kickoff. 10:30 to kickoff.
Time out. Hold on. Let me give you the air horn again. Time out. You're using the term kickoff. Is that? Do we use that in soccer, or is that just you go kick off? I don't know.
I think it's
I don't know. I'm asking you. Again, I'm a soccer novice. I don't know. Is that what they call it? Is it kickoff? I don't know.
I don't know. I always just assume it was a kickoff. Where's
by the way, see, that's the problem. There's like with different sports, it's so easy. You can say this: baseball, first pitch, 7:15, no confusion. Hockey, they're dropping the kickoff.
Kickoff. Jeez,
okay, well, you're right. See, I didn't even know that. Hockey, we drop the puck at 7:30. Football, kickoff at 7. NBA, now they got 2 in NBA, Tony. It's either, hey, jump ball at 7 or tip off at 7. You can go either way.
Or the jump. It's also known as the jump. If you
the jump, man, the jump. Hey, by the way, how will I'm hearing that the U.S. team is actually pretty formidable this year. Like we actually have a shot to do some damage. Like, so what? How do you? I don't know. I'm asking you. How do they stack up against Australia? I have no idea.
On paper, they should win the game, but Australia is coming off a big win over Turkey. And Australia is very pumped up and ready for this match. So, and soccer's weird, man. Soccer, unless you have like a freaking Messi or a Mbappe or some of these just ridiculous superstars. And Pulisic is like the USA's version of those guys, but he's not. I mean, he's very good. He's very good. I don't want to take anything away from Pulisic, but he's not Messi or Mbappe. My point being that weird things can happen in soccer, and like you're seeing with Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo and Cape Verde, both tying Spain and Portugal, dude. So you never know what happens, man. So I'm very excited for the game. I am too, because I actually love Australia. I hate rooting against Australia, but hey, you know what? On Friday, double guns, Australia, just for the 2 hours that the game's going on.
Australia's been really good to us, dude. They gave us the Bee Gees. They gave us Olivia Newton-John. They gave us AC/DC, and I'm sure there's more I'm forgetting. And I never forget this. Robin Zander, one of my heroes of all time, one of my favorite singers, lead singer of Cheap Trick. He goes, somebody asked him this in an interview once, and I was watching, and they asked him, Robin Zander, you've been traveling the world for 30 years playing rock and roll. What's your favorite city or country to visit? And he goes, my favorite country to visit is Australia. And he goes, every time I go to Australia, I get whiplash because everybody on the street is so beautiful. You're like this, like the whole time, just like whipping. I always thought that was funny. I get whiplash from looking at all the beautiful people down in Australia. But yeah, dude. And then for me, Tony, this is just me. One of the things I'm enjoying about this World Cup is each kind of fan base from each country. Like, have you seen what's going on in Boston, dude? Have you seen the Scots taking, like, literally, they took over Fenway Park. They were chanting, singing. Yeah.
I got Scotland fever, dude, Paulie. I got numbers for you. I got numbers, and I got to give credit where credit is due. I heard a great piece on NPR today about the Scottish fans that came over they formed a group, and I forget the dude's name who's running the whole thing, but they came over and they basically are traveling a huge pack, and they're all staying at the same places and the same place. And they did research to find out that it would be cheaper instead of doing rental cars or taxis or Waymos or Ubers, whatever. It would be cheaper if they just rented school buses.
Yeah. I saw it. They're driving around in school buses. I know, in Boston. And I heard, Tony, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard this from multiple people that I'm not exaggerating, that the Scots came into Boston. They've basically taken over the city. Yes. And I heard they have essentially drank Boston dry.
Samuel Adams Brewery ran out of beer. They ran out of beer. And by the way, this whole bus thing, it works out to be $38 per person for the trip to rent the school buses, but the report said that also includes booze on the bus. So the buses are loaded with refreshments, shall we say, and $38 a person for the whole trip. And so they're having the time of their lives. You know who's not having the time of their lives, Paulie?
Who?
Soccer fans that are going to Levi's Stadium, Paulie.
Dude, oh my God. I got to tell you, man, I hate to send you back to bookmarks already, but I put some stuff in there. You guys probably saw what's going on down there. I saw this one tweet and I did put it in bookmarks. Somebody was like, wait a minute. You're telling me I just traveled across the globe to watch the World Cup and I got to sit here in this piece of shit stadium? I was like, damn, it's not just us, man. The whole world is against Levi's. And then they had like a major problem trying to get people out of there, as they usually do. But this was even worse. If you guys saw the problems they were having, yes, Substation Blues, 100% NorCal. They had problems accommodating all the people on the trains, and it was a mess. There were like thousands of people trying to get on one train, pushing. Levi's is not showing well here, Tony, to the world. I'm just throwing that out there, man.
I mean, are you surprised? I'm not surprised in the least. I have been very frustrated with getting in and out of Levi's Stadium. So these people that come here not knowing, and they're thinking that, oh, this is going to be great. It's going to be so much fun. Next thing you know, you're jam-packed trying to get out of the place, and it's just a nightmare. And hey, just another reason to get out of Santa Clara. Just get out of there. Just come back up north. Come on,
Tony. Watch this smooth and silky segue that no one's going to see coming. Another reason to get out of Santa Clara is as quickly as possible, because you want to get up to Long Bridge Pizza in San Francisco. Tony, we're going to take care of some business real quick, a little business. And by the way, on the other side, I have a request. When I'm done with this Long Bridge spot, I don't know what your problem is. I haven't talked to Tony about this off the air. I'm going to address him right here, right now. We're going to get to the bottom of this once and for all. What's your problem with playing Tony One Glove? You've been staunchly against it for weeks, and it's time it comes back. So you find it, you get it ready to play, and I'm only giving orders here. When we finish this Long Bridge spot, I need to hear it from the streets. It's been way too long. Yeah. So hold it. Do it right after Long Bridge. And also, final word on Australian bands. NorCal Refrigeration. He said, shout out to the Lime Spiders. He said, great band. I don't know them, but I'll check them out. Ray Goodman goes, guys, In Excess. Don't forget about In Excess. Good call. By the way, speaking of, I've seen them. I saw them too. And then there's Midnight Oil. I forget who posted that, but somebody said Midnight Oil there too. Yeah, totally. I'm getting my Joe Lacob on, Noemi, 100%. That's right. God damn it. Somebody sing me a song. All right, Tony. Long Bridge Pizza. Actually, it's funny you say that. We're kind of foreshadowing the Bonta Hill hit, because we're going to talk about Joe Lacob and all things Warriors in a few minutes. But first, we talk about great food right here in San Francisco. Long Bridge effing Pizza. Period. End of story. That's where you need to be. 2347 3rd Street in the Dog Patch. The laid back vibe. The serious pizza. The Denardi's. Dude, that's enough reason right there. Just get in there and get a piece of Denardi. Let me address Tony once again, live in the moment. Tony, what are you doing next Tuesday for the PMP show, the high noon broadcast next Tuesday? Because I feel like it's time you and I get back to the LBP studio and do a show together. I'm just throwing it out in front of everybody right now. Can we do the show at LBP next Tuesday?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's time. I need some Denardi. I need to get out of my own house. You know what I mean? And let's talk about that. But I'd love to do a show from LBP Studios next Tuesday if possible. And come on down and say hello. You know what I mean? We'll have a pizza after the show, and that way you join the Vibe Tribe. That's the kind of scene they've cultivated down at Longbridge Pizza. Neil Denardi really is. He's a great guy. He's very serious about making the best pizza in San Francisco. And you know what? He has succeeded. The Nico Pizza, the Sophia, the Loading Dock, the Polymac Particle. Like I'm holding the J in my hand, for God's sakes, on the cover. What are you waiting for? Here we go. Dude, walk me through it. Oh, there's all peaches. I see pecan right there.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. This is our Instagram bookmarks, Paulie. We have a lot of stuff in here, but I wanted to get to look at that. I wanted to show the sandwiches that they served today. This is the Drunk Cluck, which is the vodka sauce on the chicken parm, and then they have the regular chicken parm, and they have the meatball sub and the meatball sandwich today, and the Vinny's Gabagool, that's on Wednesdays. And then I'm gonna stop sharing for a second, Paulie, because I also wanted to show the Detroit stuff. Yeah, the squares. Oh, stand by.
Tony loves his squares. There's no getting around it, folks. We all got to deal with it. Tony loves his freaking squares.
Yeah, look at that. Come on. How are you gonna mess with that?
No, you're not gonna mess. You're gonna eat it and you're gonna be very happy. That's what you're gonna do. Look at that bad boy. Oh
yeah. And a reminder, sourdough. Okay. Sourdough, Detroit style squares. I mean, look at the crusty cheese on the side. I mean, Neil Denardi and Andrew Markoulis, when they put their heads together and said, you know what? We need to do this. They knocked it out of the freaking park, man, because they are just crushing it with the menu, crushing it with the vibe, crushing it out there in the dog patch, Paulie. I'm so thrilled to be partners with them and buddies with them. And there's Gabino, by the way, if you're ever wondering. That's Gabino, the front of house. I mean, it runs front of house, by the way. So great. I am partial to the squares on Thursdays. So sandwiches on Wednesdays, squares on Thursdays, and don't forget the smack stack and the chopped cheese on Tuesdays as well.
Thank you, Tony, and thank you, Longbridge Pizza. We freaking love you guys. And hopefully, if Tony green lights it, we'll do a show from there next Tuesday, because I'm due. I'm due to get back to LBP. It's been too long, and I would love to do that next week. Apparently, we have a World Cup update. We have a goal. I think it was not Colombia, but the stand. Uzbekistan. Is that how you pronounce it, Tony?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Uzbekistan, yeah, they just scored. It's 1-1, so we got a tie ball game. Robot Center are holding down the PMP sports desk. Tony, I believe
I apologize. I'm doing this. I'm just going to do it because I've been meaning to do this on the show, and I brought this up for you earlier. But since you saw Rush last week,
I can't wait. I don't know what this is, but I see YYZ. Let's go.
Remember I was telling you about the girl who tap dances to heavy metal songs?
Yeah.
Remember I was telling you about her?
Yeah.
Okay. Here she is, probably doing YYZ.
Hold on, time out, Tony, real quick before you go. Wait. Yeah. I just want to clarify. And this is a question. I'm just curious. Do you, and I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just curious to see what you're saying about this. Do you think YYZ is a metal song?
Oh, it's a song unto its own genre.
Yeah, good answer. Yeah. It's got the heavy guitar. It's a powerful rock tune, but Rush is like their own thing. I don't know if you call them heavy metal or not. I was just curious how you would.
It's like classical music gone metal.
Nice. Well said.
Basically.
And where is this girl from? Where is she from?
I don't know. Her name is Ariel Hyatt, and her account is Ariel Hyatt Tap Dance. Okay?
I think we should get her on the show. Let's get this girl on the show.
Ariel Hyatt Step Dance. Here we go.
Dude.
Incredible, dude.
I don't know what to say.
Isn't that incredible, dude?
No, keep it coming. More. Wow.
There
God
you go.
bless her. God bless this girl. Tony, try to reach out to her. I would love to get her on the show to pick her brain. That's incredible. She was killing it. She was
Isn't that
playing real
amazing?
drum parts. Yeah. Yeah.
And dude, if you follow her on Instagram, she does all kinds of different metal tunes. I saw her doing Iron Maiden. I saw her doing Black Sabbath. I saw
Nice.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. So, but since you just saw Rush, since we just recapped Rush yesterday with Peter Hartlaub,
Yeah.
and I saw it on the bookmarks, I took the opportunity to take over the show and show you that, because I've been wanting to show you that for
I don't
literally
know what
weeks.
you've been waiting for. Thank you. You just made my night, and the reactions are incredible. Leg of Lamb. Yo, this is entertainment. I agree, Lamb. I really do, man. I don't know about you, but for me, that's good stuff. I got Rags. You don't even know what I'm thinking. Wait, you don't even know what I'm wondering. Elaborate, Rags. What are you wondering? I'm a very curious. I'm sure it's something very dirty, though. I'm sure it has something to do with lovemaking on some level. Yeah.
And Steve Groschel asking if she does rat songs. I bet you if we sent her a message and said, "Could you do a rat song?" she would probably learn it and do it for us. Also, her handle, everybody was asking, at Ariel Hyatt Step Dance, and Ariel is Ariel Hyatt Hyatt Step Dance. At Ariel Hyatt Step Dancer. Wait, what? 2-1.
And we got another update. Yeah, Columbia just scored 2-1. Columbia. Thank you, Nutter. Thank you, Robot Centaur. The sports desk employees are giving us the info. So thank you, NorCal Refrigeration. Tony, she does the Trooper by Iron Maiden. Yeah. I can't wait to see that one, man. That's fantastic.
I mean, dude, yeah. Well, just. Why not? It's a night flight, dude.
You got more. Give me more Ariel, dude. Tap dance all night. Let's go. Let's.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Damn.
Amazing.
Hey, Tony. You know what I'm thinking?
Did you see the comment, by the way? Whoever Lillard, whoever says, "I got a knee disc and an Achilles tendon rupture by seeing this video."
I mean, I'm thinking about asking this girl to sit in with me on Saturday night. Just set up your plywood and just let it get after it, dude, while we're playing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'd love to have her jamming with us. All right, Tony, and thank you for that very, very much. That's literally the best thing I've seen all day by a mile.
Yeah, right? Wasn't that fun? That was
thank you. Fun. Thank you very much. Now you can also do your friend a favor. Your friend of 30 years is asking you for a favor. I need one glove. I need you from the streets. Give it to me. All
right, can I? Okay, after only if you let me commandeer the show right afterwards for probably 30 seconds. Okay,
sure.
But you want to do one glove, Paul? You want to do one glove?
I need it. It's been way too long.
This is the right one. I think this is the right one. Yeah, there we go. Shank, also known as NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC. Oh, by the
way. Yeah, right here too. Right there.
He's got the top 3. He wears a beach robe from the streets. Of San Carlos. Raised in the fog. Trained in the flame. Yet you know this gangster's name. There's only one gangster we all love. Tony One Glove.
Yeah, there you go, dude. There you go, dude.
No, I needed that. I needed it. Yeah.
Yeah. Shank, whatever we want to call you, dude. David, thank you so much, man. I love that he went into the studio and said, I am going to just freaking drop some serious bass and drums and lead guitar and vocals and just crush it. So thank you, Shank. It was great stuff, man. And now, Paulie, if you don't mind, let me just play like 3. I'll give 3.
Bombs away.
Okay, that is for Adamas's 2 home runs. Okay.
Bombs away.
That is for, let's say, Jung-Hoo Lee and Arise, both 2 of the top leaders in MLB and batting average. Their home run.
Thank you.
And then
bombs away.
That is for Devers and Eldridge going deep. And also Eldridge playing a good first base today too. So I know the Giants record sucks, but again, it's not the frickin' hitting that's the problem.
No.
It's the pitching. And we got it. So Carson Wisenhunt with the tatted forearms. Let's go. I love it. Let's go.
Tie yourself up and pitch me to some wins if you can, Wisenhunt, because I liked what I saw today too. Yeah, no question. And Tony, quick question. Why do the Giants play their best ball against the best teams in the National League? Like the Braves will kick their ass. The Dodgers will kick their ass. And then everybody else roughs us up. What is this? What's that about?
I don't know the answer to that question. Only that it could be the old adage of, you play up or down to your opponent. That's all I can think of, really. I don't know.
That's not a good sign, though. These guys are professionals. You should be playing hard every night you're out there. What's with picking your spots? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know what Paulie did. The sign says you got to have a membership card to get inside. So I don't know what you want to do.
Wow. And the sign says long-haired freaky people need not apply, dude. Need not apply. Counts me out, by the way. Hey, I don't want to leave Bonta. Is Bonta in the waiting room yet?
Yes, Bonta just entered the green room. Okay. So, let's get Bonta on the show as soon as humanly possible, Paulie, whenever you're ready.
So Bonta Hill is one of our favorite guys. We go back a long way with this dude. You've seen his star rise, and he is the man now on NBC Sports Bay Area. You see him on Warrior broadcast pre and post. He's involved with the Giants broadcast as well. Pre and post, and the more Bonta, the better. And it's been too long, so let's get him in. I want to talk some NBA with Bonta, the finals, and little Warriors off season too.
Also, Bonta brings up the handsome factor on the show by big time. So
again, sticking with the principle that Tony and I swear by. If you're kind of a schmo like we are, you surround yourself with good-looking dudes, and then suddenly we start to hopefully our appearance improves. You know what I mean? A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, there he is.
Yeah. Bonta, great to see you, my friend. And before we get started, dude, I want to say congratulations. I understand you've just had a new baby girl, man. Congrats on that, Bonta.
As you can see on the back wall there, all the artwork from my oldest daughter. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
At the Hill household. 3 girls in the house, man. It's a lot going on, dude.
Yeah,
a lot going on.
Congrats. Hey, Bonta, how are the nights so far? Are you sleeping through the night? Are you up doing the bottle service? What's going on?
No, my fiance gets mad at me. She's like, dude, you sleep through everything, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're just sleeping through everything. Like, I don't hear it. I'm in REM sleep. But during the day, I get beat up. By the way, you guys are like rocking out. I was like just chilling in the green room. Like, dude, it was like a mini concert going on.
Yeah. We do. We like to have some fun on this show, Bonta. And dude, we appreciate you giving us a few minutes tonight too, man. And the primary reason we wanted to touch base, first thing, Bonta, to pick your brain on is just your impressions of the NBA Finals. I thought it was an amazing series. Each game rather kind of took on like its own personality. And, I'm happy for the Knicks. I really am. 53 years is a hell of a wait. Jalen Brunson, I think, won over a lot of people in the series. But what was your view of it? How did you enjoy the finals this year, Bonta?
Yeah, it was good for New York, right? I mean, not winning since 1973. And I remember we ran into each other at Original Joe's, Westlake Joe's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tony, Paulie Mack.
Yep.
You asked me, who do you think of the finals? I think it was maybe the beginning of the second round.
Yeah.
And we all agreed, like, you know what? It's going to be Knicks Spurs.
Yeah.
Let's root for Knicks Spurs. And we got that series. Yeah. So going into it, I thought it was a 50-50 series. I really did. Everybody thought San Antonio would just smoke them. But OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges at the wing spot. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. My takeaway for the finals is San Antonio blew it.
Yes.
They blew it.
Yeah.
I mean, the 29-point lead in game 4, even game 5 when the Knicks were walking them down in the fourth quarter, and you see the ball get so heavy for De'Aaron Fox, like he did not want anything to do with the basketball. And it was like, oh, he's melting on the final stage. I mean, the Spurs and also last thing, Paulie and Tony, it's hard to cut the line in the NBA. We've never seen a team just go from not being in the playoffs to winning the championship. You have to get your playoff scars, dude. You got to go through the wars before you actually win a ring like the Warriors did last decade. But it was a hell of a series. Didn't last as long as I wanted it to. I wanted one more game at the Garden.
Yeah.
Yes,
one more game.
Yes.
But we didn't get that.
Yeah, me too, man. And, hey, Bonta, Paulie and I were talking about it. You could feel in game 5 the Spurs kind of dwindling. You could feel it like in the final minutes, like, here it comes. Right. Here it comes. It's happened all series, and here it comes again. And it happened, man. And it's like Neil Donardi, one of our guys, one of our sponsors from Longbridge Pizza. I was watching one of the games with him earlier in the series, and he goes, man, they're just not ready.
No,
they're just not ready yet. And I was like, that's a great call, Neil, because they weren't. They obviously weren't, and the Knicks were, because the Knicks were freaking relentless, dude.
They
like
were.
foot on gas, relentless. But I just want to think, what do you think about Wemby and how he showed up, or some of the antics, what he did during the series? How do you feel about Wemby after that series?
He's a villain all of a sudden now. You know what I mean? Yeah.
22 villain, right? My daughter knows him as an alien. Now she sees him. Chester's like, Papa, there goes the alien. There goes the alien. So I'm like, wow, you're learning something. Got to get a kid a nickname to learn something about sports these days around here in the Hill household. No, seriously, like they weren't ready. And Tony, we call it lemon booty. That's what transpired with San Antonio Spurs in the fourth quarter. Lemon booty. It just things just start tightening up a little bit. It was like, dude, I don't know if we want this. And Brunson took it. But Whitby, for so long, we begged for the NBA to start getting tougher again. Like we always idolized the 90s and the 80s, the Celtics and Lakers and the Bad Boys Pistons. And later on the 90s, we had all those great power forwards and centers. And of course, Jordan. We needed some edge in the NBA.
Yep.
And Wimpy has brought that. Remember back to the All-Star game, which nobody wants to watch anymore. Wimpy brought the heat to where dudes were playing hard. Like Kawhi Leonard all of a sudden was like, oh, I'm going to play hard in the All-Star game. Anthony Edwards. So I love the edge that he's brought to the game. I'm not going to be your friend. I want championships. I want to be the best. And in his first playoff run, I'm not going to remember for some of the elbows and the dirtiness and, some of the physicality, because dudes rough him up too. At some point, you got to defend yourself. But the dude was throwing up Hakeem numbers in this postseason. He's 22 years old, trying to figure it out. Elite defensively. Sure, he needs a lot of work offensively, but it was his first finals run, first playoff run. And think about how long it took Jordan to win it, how long it took LeBron to win it, Kobe to win it. The Warriors, we went through our warts with them. So, am I cool with him not shaking hands? Honestly, fellas, I don't really care. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
We need a bad boy. Like I kind of like it. Like I honestly, guys, we lose in Connect 4 or something. I lose in Tony in Connect fantasy football. I remember Tony beat me in the playoffs. I was ticked off. I didn't want to talk to the dude for 2 weeks. I didn't go into his room.
Well, it's funny you say that, Bonta, because some of the old school guys in the NBA, like obviously Draymond Green came out, I think it was yesterday, and he did a podcast and he was talking about, he kind of scolded Wemby. He's like, you got to shake hands. You got to, what he said, and I did like this line from Draymond, Bonta. He goes, you got to look your killer in the eye. And I like that. That was a good line. But then on the other hand, there were guys like Stack Jack and Matt Barnes, and they were like, no, they said what you said. They're like, no, this is good. And if you go back to that era, the real physical era of the 80s and the 90s, I can vividly remember the Detroit Pistons walking off the court, not shaking the Bulls' hands. I remember Larry Bird, I believe Bird, McHale, all those Celtics guys, they walked off and didn't shake the Pistons' hand. So it's not the first time we've seen this, but I think that this kid has shown an incredible amount of grace. I really do, considering like he is so young. He essentially has become like one of the new faces of the NBA. And then in New York, dude, I was really bummed out. They were throwing eggs at him and stuff. I mean, that's not cool. There's no getting away with that. So if he cracked a little bit, like under the pressure, just in terms of his emotions, I understand. I do. He was holding it in for a long time. And then finally, I think he was just like, F this, I'm done. Yeah.
I mean, Paulie, he's 22 years old. I think people forget that. Then you got these people in the national media giving these sweeping proclamations about Victor Wembanyama in his third year and being 22 years old and leading a team through a postseason run. I'm with you. Like I remember Little League football. We lose a game up in Moretti or something. We're walking through the handshake line. We're not looking at the dude. We're balling our fists. And Robert Horry said the same thing. This dude won 7 championships. He's like, I don't want to shake nobody's heads. Dude just kicked my ass, and I got to look him in the eyes. Now I'm going to the locker room. I'm going to fume for a little bit, take a shower, and then have nightmares about this loss. So I think people are just looking to make a big deal about nothing. And it's to say today's society, I just noticed too many people complaining about everything. I want you to enjoy the finals. Enjoy the greatness that we're watching, whether it's on the diamond, on the hardwood, on the football field. Everybody's complaining. We got a young superstar from France, who's going to battle with the likes of Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, this New York Knicks team for many, many, many years. But people want to look at the negative and, he didn't shake hands or whatever. How about the 5 block shots? How about the double doubles? How about the numbers he put up to be alongside Magic Johnson and Hakeem Olajuwon and Wilt Chamberlain? So I think it's much to do about nothing. He'll hopefully learn from it and develop a go-to move. But they gagged that series. There's no doubt.
Do you think? Go ahead, Tony. Go ahead.
De'Aaron Fox. I want to talk about De'Aaron Fox for a second.
Boy, what a disappointment, man. Yeah.
I still can't believe he didn't dribble the ball out with 12 seconds left. When
The
he got that
Anunoby block.
breakaway.
Yeah, the block.
Yep.
Right.
And a credit to Anunoby, who had a hell of a series too, by the way. Hell of a postseason, getting back down the floor to even contest that shot. But I feel like his best days might be behind him. Am I wrong there? Do you agree?
No, you're not wrong there. I talked to our boy, but not the flex or anything, but I work with Chris Muller.
We love Mully, dude. We all love Mully, of course.
And I'm like, Mully, I think the Spurs are going to have to trade Fox. I think they're going to have to trade Fox because Dylan Harper's ready to take that throne. Like Eddie Jones had to leave the Lakers for Kobe to finally get that spot and take another step. Monte Ellis getting traded from the Warriors for Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson could do their things and become the Splash Brothers. That contract is nasty too. I mean, he's going to have a top 10 contract in the NBA. Mm-hmm. And for him it wasn't even just to play with Anunoby. Like, yeah, you got to pull it back out and get fouled and go up 3. But it was the entire second half. The third quarter, the dude had 2 turnovers of back-to-back possessions where he throws it away to half court and the next possession throws it away and he's smiling at the Garden. Dude, Spike Lee is taunting you. John Starks is basically under the rim taunting you. And you're smiling on the Cubs to blow the 29-point lead. So they've got a situation there in San Antonio where they need some size next to Wemby. But you think Dylan Harper's going to want to come off the bench next year? Stephon Castle's like, dude, move out of the way. Stop down on De'Aaron Fox. And he's a good dude. But I didn't like the nonchalant attitude that he had after game 4. Like, I thought I could outrun him. No, dude, you made a terrible basketball play. And then you followed up with game 5 where he looked terrified to be on the floor in the second half. So San Antonio's got a situation there where they're going to have to try to move off that money, and that's going to be difficult to do.
It's almost like I would have respected him more if he would have owned it and said, you know what, I messed up. I messed up. And also, that goes to show you how much of a factor the Garden was.
Oh, that place was, the roof was flapping, dude, in game 4. It was out of hand. Yeah.
Wemby taking free throws at the Garden and the massively huge deep breaths he was taking to try and gather himself. And how loud and all the different eruptions. There's a great mashup on Twitter, on social media about all the different crowd eruptions in that game 4. But I just feel like if he would have admitted it and just said, you know what, I messed up, people mess up. It just, I would think he would have gotten a lot more respect, I think.
How about this, fellas? Mitch Johnson, the head coach of the Spurs, who I thought was doing a tremendous job up until the finals. Remember, there's subtle moves that these coaches make, and I'll use the Warriors since we're local here. Steve Kerr, Andrew Bogut, you got to hit the bench in the 2015 NBA Finals. We got to start Iguodala. It's not working out, and they go on to win a championship. They flip the entire series. You have to make difficult decisions. And Mitch Johnson, who hasn't coached at this stage before, all of a sudden we're going to keep the ball in Fox's heads. I don't care about social media. We're going to put the ball back. No, dude, you're being arrogant right now. And then Dylan Harper goes in game 5, and he is hooping. Yep. And it was so funny midway through the fourth quarter, fellas. Dylan Harper is basically jettisoned to the corner of the court.
Yeah.
He pulls out Wemby, and he runs 2 straight possessions where he's running a pick and roll with De'Aaron Fox and Luke Cornett.
Yeah,
the season's on the line, dude. Right. It's like, you're cooked. So Vince Johnson gets some blame too.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's the big message with this Spurs is they're definitely coming. They're likely going to get at least one ring. There could be multiple rings in their future. And the guys you mentioned, dude, Harper, Castle, those guys are really easy to like. They're serious ballers, and Harper's going to have an amazing career. I kind of fell in love with Castle too in the postseason. Yeah, I loved his game. Bonta, I want to ask you this, man. With the Knicks winning this title, I believe now this is the 8th consecutive season where the NBA's had a different champion. Nobody's repeated since the Golden State Warriors. My question is that good or bad for the NBA? Like, are we getting to the point where you almost kind of miss a dynasty, a powerhouse team?
I do love a good dynasty, right?
Me too.
I love a good dynasty. Teams go back to back. They're going for a three-peat. I mean, it's possible in today's landscape in the NBA where the Warriors are the last dynasty because of the CBA and this first and second apron that we're still trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Are they under their apron? Are they over the apron? What's the non-taxpayer bid level? It's still confusing. And now you add in the new lottery rules, which is even more confusing. It feels like I'm taking calculus. Dude, I'm just trying to cover the NBA draft and figure out what's what. Like, are we going to MIT or watching basketball, dude? So I miss the dynasties. I guess it's good because there's a lot of fans in the NFL that love parity, right? You don't get dynasties in the NFL no more. Although you could say the Chiefs were dynamic and they had their run, and the Patriots had their run, but the Chiefs were good for the league. It was good to hate them, right? It was good to hate Tom Brady and the Patriots. We do need a dynasty. And if the Knicks went back to back, you get everybody hating New York. I think that's good overall for the league. I'm not sure I like the parity because you have all these different champions and different finals matchups. And you could look at it in a couple of ways here, Paulie and Tony. Are injuries a little bit larger in the NBA because teams aren't healthy? If OKC's healthy, I believe they beat San Antonio.
Yeah.
Hands down. They win the championship. They go back to back. And already the people who hate OKC, they hate them even more, right? It's like, oh, these foul baiters. They go back to back. The league is ruined. So I do think we need a dynasty. Parity's okay, but when everybody thinks they have a chance, now you got teams that are not going to play hard in the regular season. All of a sudden, teams are going to think, oh, I could just walk into the playoffs as a 6 seed and walk into the finals and maybe still a championship. I don't like it. I don't like the play-in tournament. I need a dynasty. I miss dynasties.
I'm with you, Bonta. I feel the same way. I really do. And like you said very well, it's like not only if you're a fan of the team that's on the dynasty, it's just as much fun to hate that team's guts, like if you're against them. So you're right. It has been kind of missing. You mentioned the Warriors. Let's just dive in for a few minutes and we'll let you go, Bonta. But like all this talk in the postseason about LeBron's coming. I think I read it was Monte Poole today who was like, dude, hold your horses. It's freaking talking to the Lakers right now. So what's your just like kind of impression or feeling about that whole storyline? Because it's the drums were beating and then all of a sudden it's really cooled down. What do you think is going on there?
Yeah, well, we know Joe Lacob. He loves all-stars. I'll never forget. He told me one time, look, I may not have these 4 all-stars, and it was Kevin Durant, Draymond, Steph, and Clay at the time, but I will have 4 all-stars on the floor at once. And I'm like, okay, dude, like he loves the stars. And I know they shot their shot with LeBron a couple years ago, Clay's last season with the Dubs. I think it's unlikely. You think LeBron James going to take the non-taxpayer mid-level and play for $15 million when he's still averaging 25, 7, and 7? I just don't see that. And he's going to come join his biggest competitor, which prohibited him from winning multiple rings. It's Stephen Curry. I just don't see it. I don't see Kawhi. I don't see Giannis. I think what the Warriors are in no man's land, where they're going to have to ride this next year out, where you got $72 million on the shelf with Jimmy Butler and Moses Moody being hurt. Draymond Green has a $27 million player option. I think he opted into that 3 years ago. He's not saying no to $27 million. You know, Porzingis, what do you do there? Do you re-sign him where he may only play 50 games? Like Monty Poole told me today, he was like, the hope is he could play 50. Well, geez, I need him for 70.
Yes,
season last year. You know? So I don't see the LeBron James situation happening. It's a pipe dream. And usually when there's a lot of smoke and you hear about it over and over and over, it tends not to happen. So I would put my bottom dollar on LeBron James not joining the Golden State Warriors. I'd be totally stunned if that happened.
Okay.
LeBron,
be good for business, though, fellas. I'm not gonna lie. Bonta, be good for business.
And like you said, Joe Lacob, bring me LeBron. Damn it, bring him to me. I mean, he would. That would be Lacob's freaking dream right there. Tony, go ahead, man.
I'm actually glad you're saying this, Bonta. But I wanted to just go back to not just the finals, but the past season and the postseason. I thoroughly enjoyed the fact that the finals, the word flop wasn't really ever used in the finals, and that it wasn't a factor at all in the finals. And we had a great suggestion from our main man Fareed on our chat a few weeks ago about we should do a penalty box for flopping, and if you get caught for flopping, you get a minute on the sidelines of the penalty box. But in all seriousness. Wouldn't that be cool?
2-2 zone. We got 4 guys on defense. Just run a 2-2 zone.
I'm in. Tell me in. I'd love that.
Spice it up.
Man.
Exactly. But we also have the idea too of like, a challenge system for flopping. Do you think that there's anything the NBA could do to kind of, just limit or get rid of the flopping? Because it did become a problem this year, like more than any other year before.
You got to hit them where the players hurt, right? Where do the players hurt? When they get money taken away. Cash. Start finding dudes. Repeat offenders, double it up.
Nice.
Triple it. Quadruple it. You got to do something about it, or just assess a foul for flopping, because it's out of control. What OKC was doing, I mean, they're too good to do that. You're already talented.
Thank you.
Perfect. I mean, Paulie, dude, these dudes were falling. Dude, the big man from Arkansas, Jalen Williams, was flopping. What?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, dude. They're charting this. Now you got dudes out there charting how many times SGA falls.
I know.
We
Right.
have to do something about this, man. It is
and-
out of
and Bonta-
control.
Bonte, I was at my son's 6th grade basketball game and kids are flopping, dude. Like the refs are falling.
They're flopping at CYO, Bonte.
They're flopping at
Flopping at CYO, dude. I'm serious. It's crazy. Yeah.
So and refs, they see the kid fall on the floor, whistle blows, and next thing you know, he's on the strike. So I feel like there's something that's got to be done about it. And you're right. Get him in the wallet, get him where it hurts the most. That's probably the way to go. I love the challenge system, like a flop specific challenge, and go to the replay booth and say, you get 2 flop challenges a game, and like Kirk could go, he just flopped. Go to the replay, and if you win the replay, obviously you get the ball and whatever. But
not Tony.
What's that?
Give them back the challenge. Like this is so dumb. You win a challenge and you don't have another challenge. Like you get your 2 challenges, and if you go 2 for 2, I don't get another challenge.
Agreed.
You should be able to get your challenge back. Like, it's backwards, man.
Bonte, as crazy as this sounds, and I've wondered about this for several years now, and I do you think this is a crazy question, man, but I think there might be something to this. Do you think one of the reasons Steph Curry does not get the calls in the league, and then Steph gets his ass kicked every night? They're clutching, they're grabbing, they're pulling. He's got scratch marks on him like he just went 10 rounds with the Wolverine. No whistle. Do you think that part of the reason he doesn't get that kind of treatment from the refs is because he doesn't flop? I know that's crazy, but do you think there's something to that?
Yeah, too nice, right? They're almost too nice. You got to let these guys know, like my boy James Williams, we call him Gucci Man. He's one of the referees. Looks like the rapper Gucci Man, or Tony Brothers, who I can say it on this podcast. Yeah, his nickname is Catfish. I mean, you go look at him. I mean, the guy's a crook. You know what I'm saying? You got to get into these dudes' faces. Like, clap a couple times, take a technical. It's like, dude, look at the scratch. How many times we see it, like you mentioned, Wolverine is just saber tooth, is just clawing at his neck and his shoulders. I mean, I'm glad that he plays ethical basketball, that he plays honest basketball. It doesn't go the route of a James Harden or Shady Gilgeous-Alexander, but it is criminal how many times he gets hacked. And I saw Stephon Castle. You mentioned Castle earlier. He was getting hacked all series, and he wasn't getting to the free throw line that time. So we've got to do better with the whistles. And the fact that he doesn't flop, I think that's what makes Steph Curry that much more lovable. But yeah, it's criminal how many times he doesn't go to the free throw line. It's like, damn, he got hacked there. How's he on the ground? He just, magically fall on the court because nobody touched him. It's a joke.
And he's kind of like the only generational superstar that I've ever seen treated like this with the refs. I mean, the refs took care of Jordan. The refs took care of Magic. They're taking care of SGA. But Curry, it's a totally different story. Hey, last few minutes with Bonte. We were you mentioned, you don't think LeBron's coming. There is talk about Kawhi. One name I'm kind of intrigued by, and apparently this is going on in Boston right now, is Jaylen Brown might be looking for a new home. And that to me is kind of interesting. He's a Cal guy, played college ball at Cal. I don't know, man. Do you think there's anything to that being a fit potentially for the Warriors, that kind of player, Jaylen Brown?
He could become a pillar for your organization, right? Some of the things he does off the court, I'm not sure if that's going to jive with front offices, whether it's the Warriors or anybody else. The streaming thing is a little weird. What he's doing with that. It's all right. I know he had that in his bag, but whatever. It's all good. He can play. He's an MVP candidate, but he's a guy who you can build your roster around moving forward. He's a baller, man, a finals MVP. Now, what would it take to get a guy like that? You got to match up some contracts. And that's where the Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler equation is tricky. Would the Warriors, because we all know who Jimmy is. Jimmy was great for the Warriors, but he's got a history. When it's time to get paid, he wants to get paid.
Oh, big time.
He's coming off he's coming off a torn ACL. What if he comes back in February, drops a couple 20 and 10 games? It's like, all right, let's talk extension. I'm like, hold up, you're 38, dude. Like, I got to see more. Would you attach a contract like that to get a Jaylen Brown if Boston wants to move off of him? I would be all in on Jaylen Brown. Honestly, that's what you need. You need a wing defender, 6'7". He can get to the cup. He can hit the 3-point shot, and he could become a pillar who can carry the torch post Stephen Curry with the Golden State Warriors. So it's a hell of a name. Do I think the Warriors will get into the mix? I don't know if they want to mortgage their future with the Knicks because of what's going to happen next season when everybody's money's off the books. But Jaylen Brown is very intriguing, Paulie. I would be all in on that. And could you attach players? Would you be able to move a Jimmy? Now Boston wants to win now, so they're probably thinking, yeah, we're not taking Jimmy. We don't know what he's going to be. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a little difficult to make a move like that happen. But Jaylen Brown's a hell of a player.
And what is the ETA on Jimmy Butler coming back? Like, when do you think we'll see him? I have no idea. Like, what are you hearing?
Well, he got hurt, January 16th, around there, January 19th, I believe, somewhere in that time frame. So it'll be a year in January.
Damn.
I mean, I don't know. I've heard nothing on that front. I haven't heard anything about the rehab.
Yeah.
I heard, is he even up here in the Bay Area? Got no updates. Even Del Levy today, when he spoke to the media down there at Chase Center, he didn't mention anything about Jimmy. We didn't ask anything about Jimmy. Probably should have done that. Come on, Bonta, think a little bit. But we have no idea. Like, would it be crazy to think that he may not even play? Like Kyrie last year, he didn't even play.
Didn't play. No,
he didn't play.
No,
he didn't play because Dallas wasn't in contention. What if the Warriors, they get in January and they're 15-28? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is he coming back?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's a hell of an elephant in the room for the Golden State Warriors, man. The Jimmy Butler situation there.
Well, I'm still looking forward to next season, man, because I'm one of these like optimistic fatalist types. I always think there's anything's possible, dude. Anything's possible with the right amount of particles in the mix. Hey, Creative Tony, get your last question in for Bonta, and then I want to show him a couple supers, and we'll say goodnight.
All right.
My last question, first of all, Bonta, I'm going to get you on again and talk Niners ball and Giants ball as well.
Giants, man.
Dude,
right now, man. It's been insane.
Yeah.
We can talk Vitello all day. We can talk Giants pitching. We can talk no bullpen. We can talk Gage. I mean, this guy Gage giving up 3 runs in the 9th today.
He was trying his damnedest to blow that game, dude. I'm like, Gage he's trying to lose this game, dude. I'm like, don't do it. Please don't do it.
Whenever I see Gage now, I don't know why, but I think of Larry Krueger. Would anybody recognize Gage walking down the street? It's like, Krug, dude. No, he's a middle reliever. But now he's kind of making his point, right? He's going in the 9th inning, just blowing stuff. We know who he is now. It's not for good reason.
Yeah. But my question is, okay, you are one of our favorite former colleagues, and Rod Brooks is one of our favorite former colleagues. When are we going to get the Bonta and Brooks show on NBC Sports Bay Area?
I like that. I like that, dude.
Come on. Bonta and Brooksy. Come on.
Dude. We might get canceled, man. It may be good if we don't podcast right now. We're trying to collect these checks, Tony.
Yeah,
trying to stay in the game a little bit, man. That could be the end of the road. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I love it, man. Bonta, you do such a freaking great job, man.
You do. You really do. Yeah.
I hope people understand, man. This is like one of the greatest Bay Area stories around because Bonta, born and raised in the Bay Area, San Francisco, born and raised, and stayed around town and rose that ladder, man, by working his freaking ass off, man. And so, Bonta, congratulations on everything, dude.
Learn from you guys. Come on, man. Learn from you guys, man. I never laughed so much working with Paulie and Murph in the mornings, man. It got me crying, dude. It's like, first of all, I hate waking up in the mornings. I can't believe I did a morning show for 4.5 years. I'm not a morning guy. These dudes would have me laughing all morning. Tony just being able to duck off into his creative studio with Shannon and just have fun and talk smack. And these guys would talk smack, have me, voiceover commercials, man. I learned from you guys, man. You guys set the tone, man. So you guys are legends. My fiance is like, who you going on with? I'm like, dude, Tony Ryan and Paulie Mack. They're worth the 8:30 hit. All right. These my guys.
Bonta, I appreciate that, but I just want people to know, again, singing your praises here. The greatest thing I can say about Bonta is to the audience is that he is the exact same dude right now that he was years ago. Like, none of this has affected him or his personality, and that's a great sign, Bonta. So keep doing what you're doing. And Tony, show him some love before they leave. I don't know if you can see the chat, Bonta, but people are really loving that you're here. So give him some super, Steve, before we let him go.
And Bonta, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'll show this in a sec, but what do Bonta, Hill, and Darren Chan have in common?
I don't know.
They're both Washington high school grads.
Fly Eagles fly, baby.
Fly Eagles fly, baby. Let's go.
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, keeping it real to Washington, dude. That's what it's about. Right here in the city. No frills, no private school. Boom. Right there.
The football stadium with the best view maybe in the world.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's incredible. You're looking at the Golden Gate Bridge.
Dude, I played Pop Warner football there. And then go to high school playing football there. And then all of a sudden, you see on maxpreps.com, top 10 stadium, high school stadiums. Washington High School, it's like, whoa, dude, we had the bridge. We used to eat lunch just looking at the bridge, dude. It's crazy. Crazy.
Incredible. Hey, Bonta, one of our main men, Carlos De La Fuente, who is on the show all the time, and he's one of our partners. He says, Bonta rules. Thanks for the spring training chat that you guys had way back in I think it was March. Yeah.
Guys, spring training, you want to talk about being optimistic, Paulie.
Yeah.
I came out of spring training thinking this is going to be the best Giants offense we've seen, possibly since the mid-2000s. Devers is smoking it.
Yeah.
Arise. Oh, I was feeling good coming out of spring training, man.
Yeah.
Woo. Then the Yankee series happened.
That
the first one of the season happened.
Dude, that used to happen to us every year. We're like, dude, I like this group. I really do. I like this vibe. These guys are going to do something. Every year it's like that. The vibe is so strong in Scottsdale, and then you come back to the city and you're like, no, man, we're going to do this. And now we're 15 games under. So what are you going to do? All right, Tony, give him another one. What else is up there?
And we got one more. By the way, there's no way they keep a Rise, right, Bonta?
I want them to stay. I mean, I was signing for another 1-year deal, but I think they're going to try to get something for him, man. And his stock is high. I mean, he's hitting the hell out the baseball. Dude, he's got like, 14 strikeouts on the season? It's sick. Dude is a baller, man.
He's like a modern day Tony Gwynn, man. He
exactly.
Yeah. Here we go. And also Sons of Johnny LeMaster. I mean, you want to talk another Bay Area legend, Sons of Johnny LeMaster. He says, Bonta, beers at Oracle Park, LFG.
I love that. That's a legend, man. I see his tweets all the time, dude. He's holding it down for the Giants, man. He's locked in.
Sons, no, he is. He's a legend. He's a longtime Giant fan legend here in the Bay Area. Just like you, Bonta. We love you, brother, and thanks for giving us a few minutes, man. Have a great night, and best to your fiance and your 2 new baby girls, man. Onward and upward, man.
I didn't wake anybody up. This is success. It's a win. As soon as I log off, I'm going to get screamed at for being too loud. So, I'll blame you guys.
Good luck, anytime, man. Good luck, Bonta. We'll talk again, man.
Love you guys, man. See you, Paulie.
Bonta Hill, everybody. You can see why he's one of our favorite guys, dude. The more Bonta, the better. You know what I mean?
The more Bonta, the better. That's a perfect way to put it, Paulie. And I really do mean it. We used to have great hangs in the studio, and I was like, Bonta, you have great pipes, dude.
Amazing pipes. Amazing pipes.
I said, get in front of that microphone and voice this, whatever, Macy's script or whatever the hell it was, And next thing you know, you're doing the whole, the deep. And it was next thing you know, because when you do that job, you get really sick of your own voice and you need to get other voices on the station.
Yep.
And I grabbed Bonta and said, get in here now. And he was freaking money. And then I'll never forget when he got the job offer at 95.7, and I was like, you have to go.
Oh, go. Bonta, go. This is your shot. Yeah.
You have to do it. And he goes, he was worried about like burning a bridge. I said, it all depends on how you exit, man. I said, learn from me, dude. I didn't exactly exit the right way. Do not do that. Do not burn a bridge. And he hasn't. And look at where he is now, dude. And hanging with Chris Mullen, doing Warriors pre and post. And then he's doing. Yeah, he's incredible. He's so fantastic.
He's really good on those broadcasts. And by the way, Tony, quick World Cup update. Coming in from the PMP Sports Desk and a variety of PMP reporters out there. Colombia, it's a final. Colombia has won over Uzbekistan 3-1. Colombia gets the win. So Colombia moves on. Yeah, there's Sons right there. He goes, more Bonta. Totally, dude. Totally more Bonta.
Yes, more Bonta indeed. And Sons, great to see you, dude. And you and Sons need to recap Rush one of these days too, Paulie, because
Sons, it's funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say Sons was there for nights 1 and 2, and then I was there for night 3. But I think he's going down to Dallas. He's going. Tony, you know what, dude? I shouldn't be saying this. I got no business talking this way. None. But I'm saying it. And I started like kind of trickling this out just to see what kind of reaction I was going to get at home. I'm like, because I had dinner with some friends last night, Brian Connors and Wendy and Liz. We were up in Sonoma, and BC was like, dude, how was Rush at the LA Forum? I'm like, dude, it was incredible. It's all I'm listening to now. I'm like, I've Rush on 24/7. And I'm like, I threw it in front of Liz, in front of my friends for a little buffer. I'm like, I'm going to need a few more shows here. And I'm starting to look at Tony. I'm looking at Madison Square Garden. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're doing a 4-nighter, dude. They're doing a 4-nighter there. And that's the first place I ever saw Rush. I saw them there on the Signals tour when I was 14, man. And I would love to see Rush at the Garden again. And anyway, I know Sons is going to go back there to catch a Garden show too, or maybe a couple. But 6 more. Look at him right there, dude. I have 6 more Rush shows. God bless you, man. God freaking bless you. No, Patty, I'm a total Rush groupie. I'm a total freaking Rush groupie. Tony, what's your reaction to that? Should I go to the Garden to see Rush? Yes or no? Right or wrong? Give me a Pacino.
Right or wrong?
You should absolutely do that. There's no reason not to, dude. And by the way, Paulie, I think that Fish and Rush are like sharing days at Madison Square. No, Fish is at Madison Square Garden July 22nd, 24th, 25th, 27th, 29th. And Rush then takes over and plays the 28th, the 30th, the 1st, and the 3rd. So they're like intertwining shows. Wow. I wonder if there's going to be any
crossover.
Yeah.
I heard this a long time ago. You can tell me, because Tony's the big fish guy here. I'm like a casual fan. Tony's hardcore black belt fish. Tell me if this rumor is true. I heard this. You know who told me this, dude? Do you remember our friend Mike Powers?
Yeah, of course.
We used to have this kid at KBR. He was a Boston kid. His name was Mike Powers. I don't know if you guys remember him. He was a producer, good guy. And he told me that he heard like a variety of rumors from different sources that Fish was going to play the Moving Pictures album for one of their Halloween shows. And then they changed it.
Yeah, it was definitely rumored. The year that they did Exile on Main Street, it was talked about a lot.
Moving Pictures?
Yeah, Moving Pictures. And also, to my knowledge, Fish does a lot of fun covers. Like they play, obviously they have a huge catalog of their own, but they do fun covers the same way the Dead does and same way a lot of other bands do. To my knowledge, they've never covered a Rush song. And I firmly believe that they kind of feel like their music is untouchable.
It's hard to cover Rush. That's why I don't think anybody can cover Rush. You really can't.
Except for Rash, Paulie, unless you want to go see Rash.
That was great. Peter Hartlove. Yeah. There's Sons again. He says he's going to the Garden on August 3rd. I'll keep that in mind, Sons. If I do go, believe me, I'll let you know, man. But onward and upward for you. Enjoy Dallas. Let me know how those shows are. Tony, quick word on Dan Coach Emilio, if I could. Our friend over at securemoney.com. I got big news. I'm going to start doing business with Dan Coach Emilio starting this Friday. And Los D, you're next, buddy. You're freaking next. I'm not kidding. I'm going to do double barrel coverage here. But
Paulie, we also have the Los D. We have a super about Los D that I want to get to after your Dan Coach Emilio chatter.
Yeah, I just want to let people know. So Dan Coach Emilio, first of all, visit his website, securemoney.com. He's a financial wizard, man. He's been in the game 30 freaking years, and he has dedicated his career to providing his clients with honest service and great results, both of which you deserve as a hardworking citizen and a friend of the PMP show. Now, the focus of Dan's work is safety and protection. I'll explain that. It basically, Dan is committed to helping you never lose money. There's the safety, and the protection is assisting you with financial growth and opportunity. Now, these are the big things. I've been talking about this for a while. These are like the really kind of pain in the ass, like adult things we all have to address. And Tony, I'm trying to do it now. I'm trying to act my age, and I hate doing that, dude. I hate acting my age because I still feel like I'm a 17-year-old. But Dan can also offer this for you. He can offer to help you with your retirement planning. He can help you with life insurance policies. He can help you with IRA planning, estate planning. And here's the big one, Tony. 401k rollover. Boom. And that's what I'm going to Dan for, because I have my 401k and I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? It's just sitting there. And I don't like that it's just sitting there. So anyway, I want to talk to Dan about possibilities about what I can roll that over into. And I'll keep you guys posted because I have a call with Dan scheduled for Friday morning. But actually, I might have to. Well, now that we're talking about doing a brunch show on Friday, I might have to rethink this. But anyway, will we do a brunch show on Friday? It remains to be seen, so we can all watch a World Cup game. But anyway, this is a real thing, and I'm glad Dan is a sponsor and a friend, because I am going to do some 401k rollover work with him. And then, of course, finally with Dan, just guys, keep this in mind. And again, visit the website, securemoney.com. You can call Dan anytime, 1-888-960-SAFE. But this is what's really impressive. He's got access to guaranteed options that are really awesome. You can pay 7% on 2-year terms and only 8% on 5-year terms. He's a financial advisor. He's a professional finance guy who can do you a lot of good and assist you in a lot of different ways. Let his 30 years of experience go to work for you, for real. Do that life insurance policy. Get going on that. You know what I mean? Get a head start on your IRA planning or your estate planning, retirement planning. He can assist you with everything. And I recommend use the resources that we have. We really are like a little family here, like a community. And I really am very happy about that, because I think the audience is very comfortable talking to our sponsors. Like Los D has gotten rave reviews from so many people. Patty was singing Dan, Coach Emilio's praises, and now I'm going to be working with Dan, and you guys should too. Email Dan. It's Dan@securemoney.com, or call Dan Coach Emilio, 1-888-960-SAFE. Final thing about Dan, Tony, is he's also dropping hot takes on the Giants left, right, and center on his own show. So you want to talk some Giants with Dan, check his show out too on the NorCal Sports Network. Thank you, Dan, very much. I'll talk to you Friday, buddy.
Yes, on YouTube at NorCal Sports NW, obviously for NorCal Sports Network. Check him out. Dan's great, especially on Giants baseball right after the games. I'm sure he's pretty thrilled today about 6 home runs, 6 deep shots, which is really nice to see. And the Giants going for a sweep tomorrow in the ATL, Paulie.
Let's sweep those sons of bitches. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's sweep those Atlanta sons of bitches. I got a big announcement. I was talking about how we're a family, how we're a community. Dude, we've got Familia News. Candlestick Kid. I told you, one of my favorite handles on the show, the Candlestick Kid. He's in Cancun, and he's getting married this weekend. Candlestick Kid, congratulations. Dude, I had no idea, but we send you our very best, and we'll be thinking of you, and have a great time. You picked a beautiful spot to get married.
I wonder if Candlestick Kid will have his wedding cake in the shape of Candlestick, like looking like Candlestick.
You know, dude, I'm thinking about maybe just building a replica of Candlestick Park just for my own living room, because I saw Los D tonight just post just a message. I miss Candlestick Park. I do too, man. I do too. But congratulations.
Yeah, and speaking of Dan Cochimilio, he sent us a text yesterday of Joe Montana footage from the stick. And it just said, I don't know what I miss more, Montana or the stick, watching this video, because it was just, it took me back. Anyways, long live the stick, and congratulations, Candlestick Kid. That is fantastic. Checking in live from Mexico. It says, what's up? Candlestick Kid says, what's up, PMP Mafia? I'm live from Cancun, ready to get married this weekend. That's fantastic stuff, Paulie. Hey. And also, Paulie, let me know how it goes with Dan Cochimilio, because I'm going to need to be making the same call to him. And also what Dan does too is he takes the language and of like 401k and he puts it in, like, you know,
layman terms. Yeah, layman terms. Just so people like us can understand. Tony and I are not, you want to sit down and talk hard finance, believe me, Tony and I need like a cheat sheet. So Dan can speak to you in terms that we can all understand. And I will let you know how it goes. And I expect it to go very well. All right, Tony, a few more minutes left in the show tonight. I'm going to ask you, what direction do you want to go? Do you want to talk Giants, or do you want to maybe think about like an extended jam session in bookmarks? Because I've been stuffing bookmarks, dude, and we're never getting over there. I know we did a quick Rick Springfield tonight, but there's so much more. I'll let you make the call. You're the executive producer, and you make the decision. So you tell me what you want to do.
Considering that the Giants are sucking, even though they're about to try and sweep Atlanta in Atlanta, I think we should do bookmarks. And Paulie, I also want to say, Robot Centaur, we did plan to talk about Max Crosby. He was asking if we were going to address Max Crosby in the.
We can do that. Sure, go ahead. Give me yes.
Well, Niners and Eagles both curious or possibly pursuing Max Crosby, Max with 2 X's, and I don't know. First of all, do you see the Raiders doing that? Number one. And then number 2, do you want Max Crosby? I don't know. I don't know if I do. So your thoughts, Paulie?
I mean, I do know this. I know he's like very close with Bosa, with Nick Bosa. They're boys, and I know that they would love to play together. I do like the idea of having Bosa and Crosby applying pressure to the quarterback at the same time on opposite edges. That's a lot to deal with for an opposing offensive line trying to contain. Because Nick, you've seen how they handle Bosa. They tackle him, they grab him, they hold him. You never get the flag on that. Crosby, you know what, Tony? Yes, I'd like to see it, but here's the thing: I don't think it's going to happen. I don't see it happening, but I know there's talk about it, and I'm sure he would like to come here. Look, Max Crosby is one of these guys. I don't have to tell you guys. You know how good he is, but he's on a dog-ass team, dude. Dog-ass.
Also, back to Levi's Stadium, because we were talking about all the World Cup fans that have gone to Levi's Stadium. We're like, what the hell is wrong with this place?
They're killing me. What's with this place? It sucks. Yeah.
Could you imagine going from playing at the Death Star for your home games to Levi's Stadium? And I'm not saying that Levi's Stadium is a dump, but I'm just saying it's a major downgrade when you go from the Death Star to Levi's Stadium.
You're not wrong, Tony. Again, I went to that stadium. I saw the Rolling Stones there, like back in like 20. You know what? It was 2021. It was like right after the pandemic kind of ended and people started coming back out. The Stones went right on tour, and I went to the stadium, and I got to tell you, dude, it's really, really nice. It's like being in and I'm serious. If some of you guys have been there, you know what I'm talking about. Yep. It's like, Tony, it's like being in like a luxury hotel. You know what I mean? Like it's
Mhm.
plush. The concourses are very comfortable. They're wide. Like everybody can get around very easily. Do you remember how the concourses at Candlestick, how skinny they were? Like trying to go to the bathroom at halftime or go get a beer at halftime. Dude, it was like a mosh pit. You remember how crowded we get up out of my section, dude? It was like that little hallway. There's like thousands of people. But I never minded. I thought it was part of the experience, dude. Actually, stuff like that, believe it or not, did not bother me.
No, it didn't bother me. But trying to get in and out of Levi's Stadium is it's just a nightmare. It is. And now these World Cup fans are just experiencing it for the first time. And they're like, what the hell? I traveled from wherever, across wherever, what part of the world you came from to see this. And then and also World Cup tickets are not exactly cheap, dude. So you spend a boatload of money. Back to the Scottish, by the way. There were great sound bites in this NPR report that I heard about the Scottish soccer fans.
Yeah.
They're basically saying the cupboard's empty was the quote. The cupboard's empty, meaning that they're broke. They're broke. They got no more money. They spent all their money on this trip to come to the World Cup in the United States, and they're having the time of their lives. I'm glad that the Scottish didn't have to play at Levi's Stadium, because you might have had some angry Scots at Levi's Stadium. Instead, they're in Boston, so that's good.
Well, dude, the cupboard is empty could also mean, yes, they're out of money, but they're also out of booze because they drank Boston dry. You know what a severe amount of drinking that is? Because Boston's a big drinking town as it is. Like the Irish population in Boston, if you've never been to Boston, it's a trip, man. The Irish got the whole Irish thing in Boston is like, it's a whole different animal, and those guys are serious about their drinking, man. Tony, with all that being said, and we're talking World Cup, let's do it. I think, can we go dance party too? Can I get Bookman? Is that possible?
Yeah, you definitely can. I'm just looking for a Scottish school bus poster, a picture or video, but we'll have to find it.
Well,
later.
I do have stuff in bookmarks about the World Cup. I got the Norwegians doing their rowing thing, which is pretty amazing too. So,
all right, let's do a speed bookmarks. If you don't want speed bookmarks, Paulie.
It's time.
Sure, go ahead, laugh if you want to.
For bookmarks.
Maybe that's how you get your kicks. You and your good time buddies.
PMP style.
I got a flash for you, Joy Boy. Party time is over.
Yeah, let's go.
hell yeah, Tony. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I needed that. I did. I needed that. I needed that. Bookmarks time, kids. We've been depriving you guys of bookmarks. Not anymore. Let's get in, Tony. Tell me what you see. We'll just go through a few and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah.
I can't get over how good that song sounds. We just stumbled on that thing. I just can't get over it, man. Here we go. Let's get into bookmarks. P. Let's start with first time.
Yeah, here it is. Here's one of them. Go ahead. What does it say? Yeah.
This says, first time in the USA to support my nation. What is this pile of shit stadium in Santa Clara, California?
Dude, and this is not the only guy. There are like dozens of people complaining, like visitors from international visitors that are saying, dude, yo, your stadium sucks. Like I think it's like a recurring thing. So yeah, man, but that's one unhappy customer right there complaining about Levi's. Yeah. And notice that they covered up the Levi's. You see that? They covered the sign.
Oh, wow.
I guess because Levi's has not paid to be like visible as a sponsor for the World Cup, so they just covered that up. Yeah.
So it's just stadium.
Stadium. Yeah, Santa Clara Stadium, Tony, the one and only.
And you also didn't have to cover up all of the Niner banners. Those are covered up too, or those are gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. That's how they do it down at the Vi, Tony. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, where do you want to go, Paulie?
This one. Let me do that one. I put that in there for a reason. So I'm just throwing. If any of you guys are old school Murph and Mac fans, you might remember this. So obviously that's Frank Sinatra right there, and the guy on the right is a guy named Tom Dreesen, and Tom Dreesen was a comedian, kind of a song and dance man of that Frank Sinatra era. And he was Frank Sinatra's opening act for, I think, a couple of decades. They were very close, and it's unfortunate. I got the news Tom Dreesen passed away, and we had Tom. If you guys ever listened to the Murph and Mac show when we would go down to Pebble Beach, Tom Dreesen was a guest of ours every single year at Pebble Beach, and he was like all class, always available, like a total pro. The total opposite of a guy like George Lopez. Oh, dude, I got a crazy story, true story. Tom Dreesen, he would appreciate this too. And I want to say rest in peace, Tom Dreesen. He was a really nice guy, old school showbiz dude. So we're talking to Tom Dreesen one year, Tony. And again, he was like our buddy. We talked to him every year. And then, dude, this, you know how it gets down there. Like one guest might stay around too long, and all of a sudden, like we're supposed to have another guest, but the first guy hasn't left yet. So we're going deep with Dreesen, and here he comes, dude. George Lopez. He shows up, and he's furious that we have a guest during his scheduled time. So, dude, he's throwing his arms up. He's walking around like he's yelling at Lee J, our old engineer, Lee J. He's like, what is this? Those guys had me scheduled. Now you got Dreesen on there. So, like, George Lopez lost his effing mind that we had this guy right here, Tom Dreesen, for like a couple of extra minutes. And I never looked at George Lopez the same after that. He was being kind of a dick.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just wanted to pay my respects. Tom Dreesen, he was a really good friend to the Murph and Mac show, and rest in peace. Just wanted to throw that out there because I just found that out today.
Also, hey, George, it's show business. You know that it never goes to exactly to schedule, dude. Come on.
He threw a 5-star like Hollywood temper tantrum. Yeah, no, I'm not exaggerating. You can ask Murph. Like he was stomping his feet and huffing and puffing. And then when he finally sat down with us, he was pissed. He was like mad at us because we're like 2 minutes late. It's like, dude, chill. It's Pebble Beach, man. Got to get into the spirit.
And I've been down there multiple times with Murph for those shows, Paulie. And you never know how long a guest is going to go. And you do try to like wrap it up sometimes because you're trying to keep the clock moving. And it just is really hard to do, especially if they're on a roll. So, George, that's bogus, man.
By the way, Tony, this one just hit me like a cannonball out of nowhere, blindsided. 49er red zone. Maybe he had to take an S. Maybe. You might be right, red zone. I don't know. Dude, look at your boy. No, get back up there. Okay. Look at your boy. He's filming a commercial. He's got his own freaking umbrella guy, dude. Can you say Diva? I knew you could, kids. Diva. D-I-V-A. Where's my umbrella, man? Cover me up from the sun. Look at this S, dude. Look at it.
I don't
He's walking to go shoot a commercial, and he's got to have a guy holding an umbrella. I mean, what are we doing, Tony? What are we doing?
I don't know.
Help me out.
I really don't know. He also looks like he's hurting. Like, do you see like a hunched over?
He's like a Jesus Christ figure with all his apostles following him here and stuff. Tony, if you ever see me walking down the street and I got a guy holding an umbrella over my head, just walk up to me and punch me in the face. Just punch me in the face, dude.
Also, like, can you imagine being the umbrella guy?
No.
Like,
what are you doing this summer? Oh, I'm just carrying an umbrella around for Patrick Mahomes. That's all. I paid $20 an hour. Yeah.
Oh man, hold on. Paulie, just because you brought him up, Paulie, stand by.
Like, let us play the game.
There you go, Paulie. Let us play the game. Okay?
Anyway, I thought you'd get a kick out of that. There's Patrick Mahomes in the offseason being protected from the sun. Yeah.
One more time. We might have to save this.
Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, yeah.
Where's my umbrella? Where's my umbrella? Where'd my umbrella go?
Yeah, you're missing it. Get it more on top.
Yeah.
All right, we showed Rick Springfield earlier. We showed. We can end with Alden Smith. What is this?
Oh, this is from P1 Chuck. P1 Chuck posted this, and I was going to throw this out here. He said, just to give it up to the GOAT of mascots. And I was like, dude, the San Diego Chicken. I kind of forgot about him. Tony, your favorite sports mascot of all time. Go.
Crazy Crab. Hands down.
Nice. I forgot about that. I forgot about that Crazy Crab.
Crazy Crab. Absolutely. I think after that, I think Lucille does a good job, but I got to go Sharky. After Crazy Crab. I
like San Diego Chicken. I like Philly Fanatic, and you know who else I like? Just because it's such a trip. It's like you took acid, and this guy comes walking out. Mr. and Mrs. Met. There's a dude, and there's a guy and a girl. Mr. Met, Mrs. Met. They got the big baseball heads. They look nuts. I like those guys too. But I
definitely don't. I won't give you any love to Dinger, the Colorado Rockies mascot.
No, the dinosaur. Nah. No
I
thanks.
can't do it. I can't do it. But Paul, yes, heck yeah. P1 Chuck, thank you for that, dude. I didn't know it was National Mascot Day. Okay, then this is the LeBron we talked about. Oh, this is Bonta. Bonta was at. We should have asked him about it. He was at the World Cup game.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I think you must have put this in there. I don't think I saw this one.
Yeah, he says Levi Stadium is packed.
Yeah.
There you go, man. Wow.
These are all the same people that couldn't get a train home, by the way. If you guys saw that, dude, they had a major problem with Caltrans just getting everybody out of there last night.
Okay, I read in the chat, by the way, I see that everybody's saying that the World Cup doesn't allow corporate sponsors. Fine. But is the World Cup against recognizing incredible NFL talent that has been memorialized on the walls of Levi Stadium or on the I can't believe they took I guess it's not soccer, but it's still the home of the 49ers. I don't know. I think World Cup fans from all over the world would have appreciated seeing. I
don't think that's unique though to Levi's. I think all the stadiums are doing that. Like Gillette and Foxborough, they had to cover up all their stuff too. I'm sure the same thing will be happening in Seattle on Friday for the US.
Cover up the corporate sponsors, sure. I still understand why they're covering up the, why Levi Stadium was even built in the first place.
Right.
You know?
If you want this, I just put this in here because there is going to be a service for Alden. It is going to be this Saturday. And if you look this up online, you guys can get all the information. There's going to be a viewing, and there's going to be, if any Niner fans want to attend, you can just look this up. All the information is out there. It's still really sad. I'm having a hard time. Like I was talking about Alden Smith last night quite a bit with my friends and everything. Look at that beautiful picture of Alden too, man. Beautiful face, great smile. I saw a beautiful tribute from Patrick Willis today. I hope you guys saw that. He posted a really, really beautiful note. I know Anthony Dixon did a beautiful note for him too. And hey, listen, man, if you're a 49er fan, you're feeling this. You're feeling this. He's just gone way too soon. And again, from my experiences around this dude, I have nothing but good things to say. He was a really, really good guy. Just carrying a lot of weight on his shoulders, and he was a troubled dude, unfortunately. But that doesn't make, he's not a bad guy. He was just going through it like a lot of people do. And, a hell of a player on the field too, obviously. But just rest in peace, Alden. And if you're interested, you can find this online. All the info's there for Alden.
And I do like what the Smith family is. Alden's family has said that they're going to have his brain studied for CTE. And I think that is really important that they do that. And so that they can learn what he suffered from and also maybe help players down the road. So I just rest in peace, Alden. I'm still haven't fully comprehended that he left us physically at the age of 36, man. That's just rough stuff. But thanks for sharing that, Paulie.
I know, Tony. Tony and I, man, we freaking, lifelong Niner fans. And I think anybody who is a Niner fan is feeling that one in a big way. Tony, final word of the night will go to Peralta Arts and our good friend Dom. We talk about PMP being global. We got Doug in Japan, right? Now we got freaking Dom in Hungary. That's right, folks. Dom in Hungary. He is over there for a week or so, and I kind of miss Dom. You know what I mean? We have so much interaction with Dom. All of a sudden, he's gone. It's like we kind of miss him. But anyway, Stellar Design, Peralta Arts. You know what this guy can do. They will take the back of the napkin sketch that you put together for some idea, and he can bring it to life. And he can also be hired to do like an advertising campaign, a marketing campaign, or for specific events in your life. Like I'm trying to encourage this. I think people should hire Dom to do like commemorative posters for graduations or birthdays or anniversaries, stuff like that. Dom can do something really special for you. And Tony, only because I got to promote my own gig, if you can, throw the poster up there. You'll get an example of Dom's work right here. He did the poster for my gig this Saturday, Paper Mill Creek Saloon up here in Marin. Would love to see as many PMPers out there as possible. We are going to have a hell of a good time, Tony. We have put together, there it is right there. That's Dom's work right there. And please do join me. Music starts at 8 o'clock. 2 sets. First set, a lot of your old favorites and a lot of stuff you probably didn't see coming. Tony, I'm talking about like, let's see, Pearl Jam, Bad Company, The Stones, The Pretenders, The Doors. These are just some of the bands we'll be playing in the first set. And then second set, we get out in the space and we're going to play Grateful Dead music. And and again, Tony, same thing. Like you and I surround ourselves with better looking guys to make us look good. Same principle in this band. I've surrounded myself with much better players. So like I can kind of get away with it. But no, there's a really good band around me. Tyler Schusterman on guitar, David Drutz on bass, Bob Marcucci on drums, and yours truly doing some rhythm guitar and vocals. And Tony, we'll get you at the next gig in at Brisbane, because we're going to play in July at Brisbane Inn again, so you can come on down to that one. I know Tony's got a. Where is your game this? I know you got a coach this weekend. Where's your game on Saturday?
We have a Little League All-Star game at 6:00 in Palo Alto, Paulie, Palo Alto, because it's the last hurrah for Little League All-Stars. So it's our District 12's tournament starting. It starts that Saturday, and we have the last game of the day against San Mateo American Little League. It's San Carlos Little League going up against San Mateo American. And it should be fun, man. It's going to be, last game of the day. If the gig was somewhere down on the peninsula, I'd make it to the gig. But since it's we're in Palo Alto and you're in Marin, I can't make it. But
yeah, don't worry.
I'll make it to the next one for sure, dude. And I think I'd like us to learn the bookmarks bed.
Ooh, dude, I love that. Or how about we bring freaking Tony One Glove to life on stage?
Well, that too. Yeah, we could do 21 Glove. Or give us the Los. Can you imagine if you break out with the give us the Los? Give us the Los.
Dude, don't put it past me. And I really, really, really want to have my tap dancing friend just for additional percussion, dude. The girl you showed at the beginning of the show dancing to YYZ. Yeah. Any chance I can get one last piece of her before we wrap tonight? And thank you, Peralta Arts, by the way. I'm sorry. 650-796 3144. Call Dommy anytime. One of the nicest guys on the planet and an unbelievably talented artist. So hire him for any number of projects you might have in front of you. Email Dom as well. Dominic@stellar.design. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, Peralta Arts. We'll see you soon, Dommy.
Paulie, just in closing with Peralta Arts, I just want to let people know, for example, I have an annual horseshoe tournament every August. And this year we wanted to do a killer poster for the tournament. And so we just, there's the group of guys that put on this tournament. We just hired Dom and Peralta Arts to come up with the poster for our tournament. So it goes back to if you have a special event coming up or a special someone you want to make something for, hire Dom, put your heads together, and you guys will come up with something fantastic. Dom will come up with something like this that we're looking at right now with the Paper Mill Creek Saloon. Dom Peralta, again, email Dom, Dominic@stellar.design, or phone call 650-796-3144. Dom, we love you, buddy. We miss you. See you on the flip side when you get back from Hungary.
Thanks so much.
You wanted to do finally, before we do this, Paulie, this is a very important super, and I love this. This is from Clem Ackers. Thank you for the super, Clem, very, very much. And he says, love the show, and all the PMP fam want to say thank you to Los D, a.k.a. Carlos de la Fuente, now with Barrett Financial. And he says, thank you to Los D for the help with my tricky financial situation. Another happy client. Boom. There you go.
I told you, dude, I said, screw this, dude. I'm going to start going through all the sponsors one by one because I got my meeting with Dan Coach Emilio Friday. And Los, I'll confirm my call with you, but I think it's going to be next week. It's because I got to get Liz in on this too. So I'm going to be a client very soon myself, and I'll look forward to it. And thank you, Clem. Finish up your supers, T, because I see one from Patty there too.
Oh, yeah, there's one from Patty. I missed that one, too.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it just
Patty.
came in. And Patty, yes, reach out to the tap dance lady, please. I'd love to. I have no idea where she's from, but I'm blown away. And I need more. I need more of the tap dancing lady. I really do.
Also, before we get to Patty, this is from Chutch916. He says, by the way, look at how much money he is doing a super, $4.20. There you go, Chutch. He says, shout out at Don Peralta. Where is he, dude?
Little Zaza, where is he? Shout out to Murph. Where is he? Shout out to Dom. Where is he? Thank you, Chutch. Always a pleasure to see you, man. And yeah, great call. The more Zaza, the better.
Oh, I can give you some Zaza real quick.
Nothing easy. Nothing easy.
There you go. Nothing easy. Nothing easy for Zaza. And finally, Patty from Napa, the final super. She says, requesting for Saturday. Patty, thank you for the super. Stagger Lee. She says, also, numerology. I had it written down and only 142 because this is episode 342. Patty, you are on it. This is why you rock. This is why you ruled. Behind the curtain, Patty is calling all kinds of shots for the PMP Army, for the PMP Familia, for our show. Patty, thank you. And she says it's number 42. Mr. Ronnie Lott for episode 342. Numerology today. There's only 142. Ronnie Lott, Paulie.
Well, I would gently want to add one more. And you're right. Ronnie to me is 42, but I want to give Jackie Robinson some love too. Jackie Robinson, number 42. But after that, nobody else wear it ever. Okay. Yeah. 42 is off limits. And believe it or not, Tony, I don't know if you know this, 42 is my favorite number. That's always been my favorite number. Yeah. What's your favorite number?
That's a great question. Well, it is now 44 because both my kids were born on the 4th. But I've always loved 17. I wore all through high school and college.
Shout out Chris Mullen.
Yeah, definitely, dude. And Mark Grace had it back in the day. I really liked Mark Grace back in the day. He was a lefty first baseman for the Cubs.
I like 17 too. It's a good number. 17 is a good number. Yeah.
Yeah, me too, buddy. So, but Paul, on the way out, you want another taste?
I wouldn't mind if you don't mind. Yeah, I could use another piece of the dancer. Last thing tonight, guys, and we'll let you get to bed here. But yeah, I could use another piece. Yeah.
And look at the joy. Her name Ariel Hyatt, by the way, Ariel Hyatt, and at Ariel Hyatt Step Dance.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm already getting psyched. I see the plywood on the floor, man. Let's rock. Let's go.
Dude, and look at the joy. The joy she's here we go. And you're gonna love the song she chooses for this one. This is another new video. Here we go.
Nice.
Hey, dude. By the way, Paulie, I don't know if it's the real Sharon Osbourne, but do you see the comment right there from Sharon Osbourne? It says,
"Oh my God!" For me to read. What does she say?
It says, "Oh my God, Ozzy just loved watching people tap dance. He was obsessed with it. At one point, he would just love this. I hope he's watching. Thank you."
Yeah, wow. That's awesome. I get it though. I'm kind of like hypnotized by this girl. I'm a huge fan. I want to have her become a regular part of the show. And yeah, Patty, if you can get a hold of her, we would be forever grateful in a very big way. Hey, want to thank Bonta Hill for coming on tonight. It's always a pleasure talking to Bonta. Tomorrow we're going to have to decide what we're going to do Friday. So we'll announce that tomorrow. If we're going to do a brunch show, which might be the move actually. And also we got to come up with a musical assignment too, because I don't think we have a sponsor this week. So we got to come up with something, and we will. Maybe because it's the World Cup, something international, like bands from all over the world. I don't know, something like bands from different countries. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we do bottomless mimosa brunch with PMP on Friday at 10 a.m. Paulie. I don't know.
Well, if you're going bottomless mimosa, dude, I'm going bottomless grass. I'll be spinning up bottomless gays. You know what I mean? You can do. It's never been done before on the show, and I probably shouldn't do that, but it would be fun. All right, we'll talk about it tomorrow. I want to thank the Nutter and Patty from Napa, John Joseph, Badges, Miguel, Rags in Jersey, talking Mariano Rivera. Yeah, number 42, Rags, no question. Thank all of y'all. NorCal Refrigeration. Robot Centaur, Noemi, Ray Goodman, Miguel. I see you guys. We love you guys. Everybody have a beautiful night. And Tony's going to take us home, and we'll see you tomorrow at high noon.
Yeah, Paulie, I'm just going to do a little montage here.
So say good night to the bad guy.
Pelican fly. Come on, Pelican.
Oh, good for you.
Hey, Paulie. Hi, Phil Sims here.
This is great iced tea.
Nice.
What can I say? I'm thrilled.
You got the touch.
Ah! I got to finish the power.
You got the power.
Yeah. And
bombs away.
And
we would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
Herb. Herb is a plant. Herbs are good for everything.
The rules are there ain't no rules. Come on, don't bullshit me.
Yeah, dude.
Grab a beer. If you need a beer, grab a beer.
And
business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time.
Ba-dum.
Hey, great job, Tony. I love you emptying the chamber like that, dude. Do that more as often as you want, dude. Just empty the clip. I love that. Also, want to congratulate Candlestick Kid one more time. Congrats on the marriage, dude. I was just in Cancun myself at the beginning of the year. It's freaking beautiful down there. I want to get back down there again as soon as possible. And Sweet Mad Hatter, another belated happy birthday, man. I hope you hit that leg bong good and strong. And everybody have a beautiful night. We will see all of y'all tomorrow at high noon. Cheers, everybody.
Peace, y'all.